I would like to welcome every individual to the next day program of presentation. So today we are going to allow and we are going to give opportunity to our rest students to give their presentation, and in that one student is going to come on the stage. Please give a huge round of applause for her. Please, Lakshmi madam, come on the stage. Give a huge round of applause for her.
Good afternoon, dear students. Today I will discuss about economics subject. Really, most students hated economics subject because it is a tough subject, but I say it is a important and scoring and easy subject for economics subject. What is the meaning of economics? Professor Ragnar Frisch two divided parts of the economics subject. One will be micro and second will be macro. So, Professor Ragnar Frisch at 1933 in established two divided part of economics. One will be microeconomics and another will be macroeconomics. So, what is the meaning of microeconomics? Micro means small. Already you know that micro means small. That's word opposite. Macro means large or big. One more example. A single tree discussion about only macroeconomics. Whole forest studies in the tree macroeconomics. So I stay in 60 or 80 students in our classroom. Particular one student can be studied macroeconomics and whole student studies about macroeconomics. So that is micro and macroeconomics. I will give you one more example. I go to the one family. One family, three members are there. A members and B members and C members. One family earned A member and B member and C members. A members earned 1,000 rupees and B members earned 2,000 rupees and C members earned 1,000 rupees. Go to a family A member individual can earn 1,000 rupees and B member earned 2,000 rupees and 3 member can be earned 1,000 rupees. Whole total earned discussion about total 4,000 rupees. It's called a macroeconomics. Particular individual can be family earn A person 1,000 rupees is a particular macroeconomics. Sorry, microeconomics. B person earn 2,000 rupees also macro and C person 1,000 rupees macro. So whole family earned 4,000 rupees is called a macroeconomics. So another one example is a graphically diagram. I show that particular small area was studied macro and large part of studied in microeconomics. So that is a macroeconomics. Large part of studied macro and a small part of studies in microeconomics. So I know repeat it then. First one will be economics is a two part of divided by two part. One part will be micro and another part will be macroeconomics. So established in Professor Ragnar Frisch at 1933. So micro means small, macro means large. Thank you.
Oh, I did not expect this from you. Why? Because I saw you first day speaking in English. You are totally zero, but today, and I remember your words when you interacted with me for the first time. You are completely like ha hu, and today literally. And I just want to tell you the communication between I and Lakshmi madam when she had come for admission for the first time to our institute. She literally said that she shared her problem with me, like what problem, whatever regarding English in her life, the importance of English in her life. So just because of not knowing English, just because of not knowing not speaking English language, she has been going through very hard phase, right? And she has literally left the family because she is mother for kids. So she has left family and she has come here, and she said that, sir, I have 15 years of experience, right? 15 years of experience in economic subject, but she has been teaching that economic subject in Canada for last 15 years, but now she has decided to teach the subject in English. So that's why she has got that awareness that English has scope, but Kannada does not have scope. She has understood that, but she literally said me the problems, and after that I started emphasizing and monitoring her individually. Like, my personal attention is on her. Literally, you can ask her, you know and she said that, sir, just please make me talk in English. And this is her first presentation that she has given in completely in English, because I can't give that feedback to her, because already, I'm nobody. I don't have that experience that she's having at the moment, because she has been into this field last 15 years. Just I'm not even half of that. Presentation was literally good, and my best feedback in the sense I would like to tell you, hats up to you, because so quickly you are learning it.
Thank you.
I think your dream has come true,
Yes, sir.
right? At least you are trying, na? So I said you that whenever you are learning this language new, but you are familiar with the topic, you are familiar with the matter and subject. So whenever you go to new students, directly clarify them that, yes, I may have 15 years of experience into this field, but in those days when I was studying in my graduation degree, when I started teaching, those days actually, I'm sorry to say, I did not have that opportunity to learn English, but today I got realized about English. So kindly forgive me if I make mistake in English. So this is what connects the relation between students and our mistakes. So if we keep on teaching them without clarifying that I'm weak in English, so it will create some other negativity in students brain, that even if she doesn't know, she tries to speak, she's very arrogant. These types of thoughts will take birth. So to avoid these types of thoughts to be taken birth, we have to make it very clear that I am learning English, so I will try to speak. Please cooperate with me. That should be our words, right? So we should always, in presentation, if we are weak in something, we should, and it is for everybody, we should always try to make it clear at the first that I am weak in this area, so that later students will fix their brain. I keep on telling you that I am little bit weak in Kannada. Why? Because that connects our relation, that connects our bonding. You will come to know that, yes, sir himself said that he is weak in Kannada. So whenever we are giving presentation, we should clarify that the weakness, the part that I am weak in. Understood? And your presentation was absolutely good.
Thank you, sir.
And that was in English. That was more good. Thank you so much. Anybody wants to tell, because you have not seen her for first time when she had come?
My feedback for Lakshmi ma'am is your English, your fluency is very nice, and you have much confidence compared to me. But and you have lots of experience, and you trying to learn English. It is the very good thing in you, and I salute your confidence, and I also motivate you to learn English. Thank you.
This seminar was very wonderful. Personally, I felt very happy because this topic was new for me, and from my perspective, there is no need to change any in presentation skill. Especially, I want to say that your pronunciation was somewhat low. We are aspiring to speak fluently. So I suggest all of me that we will aspiring to learn fluently. Upcoming days we will learn fluently English.
ನಮಸ್ತೆ ಇವತ್ತು ಅರ್ಥಶಾಸ್ತ್ರಕ್ಕೆ ಸಂಬಂಧಪಟ್ಟ ಹಾಗೆ ಒಂದು ಸೆಮಿನಾರನ್ನು ಕಂಡಕ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೆ. ಸೊ ಅದರಲ್ಲಿ ಕೆಲವೊಂದಿಷ್ಟು ಮಿಸ್ಟೇಕ್ಗಳಿದ್ವು. ಅವನ್ನ ತಿದ್ಕೊಂಡು ಮುಂದಿನ ಕ್ಲಾಸಲ್ಲಿ ಸರಿಯಾಗಿ ಸೆಮಿನಾರ್ ಕೊಡ್ತಾನಂತ ಒಪ್ಕೋತೀನಿ. ಧನ್ಯವಾದಗಳು.